and all I can think about the whole time is how hungry I am. They told me that if I get hired, I need black non-slip shoes, which I do not have, so wish me luck. Sorry, this is negative. I still have faith in myself, though. Just a rough spot. You just want attention. I know from the start. Baby, I just hate that it's all I know. Yes, hello. Hello. Oh, goodness. Everybody has bad days, right? It's not just me. I was driving home and there's this lane where it turns into a single lane from 2 lanes, and there's always that one guy who waits and tries to fucking get in front of you. It was like a moment where I couldn't think. I just had to do something immediately. Then I was coming into my apartment area to park, and my parking spot is the same every time. I went to go park in that spot, and of course they're doing construction right where I park. Some guy, it looks like a grass truck. Like, his truck is full of grass. Like, I don't know if they're dumping their mowing clippings into it. And I smashed, I'm sorry. This is how I feel on the inside. What makes you want to make fun of that? Brandon Ferris was homeless in his car, and if he can make it anywhere from there, I realized I'd be fine. I'm alive. I have necessities. This is what young adults go through. The closest thing to me right now is the camera. It's where I feel safest, I guess. I'm almost becoming obsessed with making videos and editing videos. This man who had his truck parked in my way is literally right outside my apartment with a rake. So I think he really is just raking up leaves around here and just putting them in his truck. What a great job. I would love that job. I didn't know you had to be a huge burly man to have that job, but I sure was funny. She's funny though. Yeah. I think you're funny, dude. I think you're pretty funny, man. Do I annoy you? Can't get to me, can you? Can't get to me, can you? She hates when I do that, but she's okay with me, like, she's okay with that, but if I do the opposite, she gets really scared. Are you okay? I'm freaking out. I'm not freaking you out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It'll be okay. When she gets real stressed out, she likes it. When she has purple hair, really seems to help her mood. You got pretty hair. Okay. I don't know what this video was. I just was really depressed, feeling weird today after that interview. Felt like expressing things and then apparently had nothing to really express other than my traffic problems. So, thanks for watching if you did. This is weird. I don't know. I don't know why I was in such a bad mood earlier, but now I'm like better. During the interview, it was awesome, and like people like to hire me, and this was the first time though in an interview where when they asked me questions, I wasn't nervous and I didn't think. Answered instantly. I don't know. I keep saying that I don't know what I'm doing with my life and I don't have like self-confidence and stuff. But when it comes down to it, I have a lot of it, and it comes out at random times and I don't expect it to. She just started asking like all the random questions that they do ask during interviews. And she was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And for me, that was a question of like, whoa, I have no idea. But my mouth just instantly started talking, and I was like, well, I see myself figuring out where I'm gonna live next. I definitely plan on living somewhere better. But I want to stay in Colorado for sure because I love Colorado. And she was like, yeah, definitely for sure. She was like, what's one of the reasons that you didn't go back to Domino's? Or like, say, one of the other jobs that you had? And I instantly was like, only because they don't accept these piercings and these. I love Domino's so much. I loved working for Domino's and loved the people. Everybody that I worked with there, I absolutely loved. I just miss it so much, but it sucks because I moved away with a guy and then it didn't work out. So I came back and I was like, hey, can I work here again? Less than a month after I had left them. They're pretty mad, but my boss was so nice when I came back, and I was, you know, really sad about the breakup. He was like, hey, yeah, I'll hire you back. And I was like, oh, thank God. Well, I went in and these hadn't been on my hands before. So when they saw these, they're like, oh crap, we don't accept those. But they were like my family. So they were like, it's okay, but you have to wear gloves. So I, for a while, was delivering pizzas, but I had to wear gloves. I wasn't really sure what exactly kind of gloves they meant, and I didn't want to look super weird. And so my mom had these cool, really cool gloves, like gloves with a tiger design on it. Just literally like the face of a tiger, and the whiskers were huge, and it was very colorful and orange and bright. And she had cut the knuckles, because that's what my mom does with all of her gloves. So like they were like the short knuckled gloves, and they were all frayed right here. It looked a little bit raggedy, but also looked really cool, and so I was glad I at least had some cool gloves to wear. I didn't want to do that for that long, so I eventually left there and went to Sierra Trading Post. I had to have a moment of silence for Sierra. I love that place so much. I wish they had a warehouse here in Fort Collins that I could work at, because that was my job, man. I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my videos, but I cried like a baby when I left that job. It was so embarrassing. Oh Lord. I could cry literally just thinking about it, but that's just because I'm an emotional person. Only about certain things. Just wanted to make sure this video wasn't too negative. Like, I know I seem negative sometimes. I felt really good during the interview and before the interview, and then just, I think what threw me off is when she was like, you're gonna need to have black non-slip shoes. I was like, oh, darn it. I wonder if gray will work. I'll have to ask her. I really hope so. I wonder if steel toe boots are non-slip. I don't know. I think so, right? We'll see. Think positive. When I was a kid, I was in a play, and my memory is so bad that I don't know what play this is from or what movie or whatever it's from, but we had to sing a song called Think Positive, Think Positive. It was so annoying just because of how many times we had to sing it. And there was other songs. Maybe it was Willy Wonka. No, but I know we did another one that was Willy Wonka at some point. Or something like, I don't know. Is my memory making this up? I don't know. Like, I know what happened, but I just don't know which plays that happened. The interview went very well. The only reason I was disappointed afterwards is because I was really hungry in there, and pizza is my favorite food. I'm getting emotional, I don't know why. Just because, like, I'm scared to share my problems with you guys, because clearly that isn't what people want. But I was just really hungry in there, and I was trying to think of, like, I saw the waitress turn off the heat lamp to the buffet where all the pizzas for the buffet were laid out, and there was pizzas all over it. And so I was like, why did she turn off the lights? Are they gonna, like, throw away all those pizzas? And I just kept thinking, like, is there a way that I could ask for some, like, are they gonna throw those away? Like, I hate thinking they're gonna throw all that away, you know? And then I thought of this time way back in the day when me and my old friend, Danny, we went to get my kitten, which is currently the cat that I have now. She's a grown cat. I can't wait to show you guys her. She's not living with me yet because I want to make sure her situation is the best here. And I might get new roommates soon, so I'm kind of still worried about that. But me and Danny, for some stupid reason, went to the very, very south side of town and didn't have a ride back. And by this time, the sun was going down. We both lived on the very, very west side of town. It would have taken us probably 2, maybe 3 hours to walk across town that far, and we had a kitten. We got about halfway across the south side, which was just most of the area we would have to walk, and we got really, really hungry midway through the south side. And Danny mentioned, I should stop saying his name, and he mentioned that there was a Little Caesars that we were about to pass, and he knows that at the end of the night, this specific Little Caesars in this town, they would put their leftover pizzas of the night, they would put them on top of the closed dumpster in pizza boxes for hungry homeless people and for, I don't know, people apparently like me and him who needed food that one night. If you work at a pizza place, you know what I mean. Basically, if it's really, really busy at the store, there will be a flood of orders that will come in at once. Sometimes there will be a lot of mess ups. I feel like I have like a speech problem sometimes. I don't know, like really, only on camera. I was like, there will. So at least 1 or 2 or maybe a bunch of pizzas will get messed up throughout the day. And then not only that, but sometimes pizza places will get bored and they will have to use up their ingredients at some point. Like it'll be like a dough ball that was left out for too long, and so it got crusty on the outside. So when they went to make it into a pizza, it was not acceptable to sell to a customer, but it was, you know, still edible. And some people are like, well, I don't want to waste that, you know, so they'll make that into their own food for their lunch for the day. So a lot of like little things like that will happen in a pizza place. And a lot of the time people place a carryout for some reason and won't come pick it up. So that makes no sense to me. Like, how do you forget that you ordered a pizza? Like when I order a pizza, I'm leaving right away to go pick it up and hoping that it's ready by the time I'm there, which usually it wouldn't be. So, but yeah, I don't understand how anyone could do that. I guess you're really busy if you're forgetting about pizza. But that would happen often. So there would be just like a stack of just food that's getting kind of cold. And so what do you do with that? Well, a lot of places just throw it away. But Little Caesars, literally when we walked up behind this Little Caesars, there was a stack of like 8 pizzas in their boxes, closed and warm. Some of them were still just, amazing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this was my first time trying that extra thick crust, what do they call it? The thick crust pizza that they came out with. I don't care if it was on top of a dumpster. That was one of the best pizzas I've had in a long time. At the time, I'd say. Now that I live in Colorado, I've tasted a couple really good ones, like Justine's and Crazy Carl's. I mean, I did a review of that. It was really nice. And then me and him decided to try to take as many pizzas as we could because, dude, like, you're gonna leave all those pizzas there to just sit there? And mostly he wanted to just take them. We were halfway at that point, and we got about 3/4 of the way through the south side. I tried to set all of mine down because I had a kitten in my arms. Like, I can't carry these, sorry. He was like, okay. He walked for a bit with me, and then he was like, wait, no, I can't leave those. And so we turned around and picked him back up. So he's walking with a bunch of pieces in his arms. And I'm like, okay, dude. So the farther we get, the more pizzas he ends up setting down and just setting down. I'm pretty sure we ended up with like none by the end. Yeah. I don't know why I started that story. I remembered where I was going with that, so thinking about pizza more is not helping, but I just kept thinking, in some parallel universe, I had the guts to ask them for, you know, some pizza they were gonna throw away. But that's okay. I'm gonna stop blabbing right now because I don't know what I'm talking about. And I already recorded the ending to this video, so I think I'll edit that around this. So, again, sorry if I ramble too much. I'm gonna try to edit a lot of it out so that you don't have to deal with that. Whatever you're doing, have a good day, good night, good evening. Thanks for watching. Say bye to the camera. Say bye. Why are you not gonna say bye? What's your problem?